You ever wanted to get in on something that was so exclusive and you were bummed because you missed out? Then that owner opens up the back door and says, I got room for one more, but you're going to have to act quick. I got a ship coming you're going to love. Let's check it out. Ho, buddy. Here it is. The Pioneer Captain's Ship Sails. This is a limited run. Only 10 are ever going to be sold. And 9 of them have already been sold. The last one we'll get into in just a little bit more about the details of what's happening with this last one, but it will be auctioned off. The Pioneer, large core, medium anti-grav, warp drive, 42 large containers, can easily lift 18 kilotons off the ground from Alioth into space. What the hell else do you need to know other than it is absolutely beautiful. Containers for days. The bridge looks amazing. Enough about the website views. Let's get into the game and check this beauty out. Ladies and gentlemen, behold in person, or rather via video, the Pioneer large core anti-grav ship extraordinaire. This was the highest point I could find on the showroom to try to give perspective to just how massive this thing is, but also a great angle to show just how absolutely gorgeous it is. Let's take a quick run around the ship here from the front, looking down the cargo hold. Underneath, I've got specs on all this and we'll go over it in a minute because it's a little over the top, but you know what? When you have a ship this beautiful, over the top is exactly what you're going for. Taking a walk down the, let's see, what is this? This is the port side. If I get my nautical terms correct. We're talking about a ship. I don't know if it's the same with a flying structure, but we'll go with that. Walking around the rear. My word. Let's talk about specs here briefly. In terms of engines, and we'll go underneath shortly, 72 large adjusters, 55 large atmospheric brakes, 54 large retro rocket brakes, 54 large vertical boosters, 60 large atmospheric engines, 30 of which are military, 9 extra large space engines, 5 of which are military, and 42 large containers. Yeah. Damn. Look at this. I mean, just absolutely mind-blowing. You have more vertical thrust atmospheric on this side underneath that hang off these little pods. I mean, there's just no words. Let's jump into the ship here. I took a brief walkthrough prior to getting in, but I think this is just absolutely phenomenal voxel work. The Pioneer, as you walk in, incredible. So it looks like as you come in here, you've got some crew quarters, you know, some kind of pseudo lockers, access to the large space engine, which is right here. Or no, I'm sorry, that's the fuel tank. The space engines are somewhere else. Let's see here if I can get in here to 3 of the space fuel tanks, but there's more than that. We'll find out here in just a sec. Let's take another look at the gorgeous logo, crew quarters, the massive medium anti-grav unit showcased here in the what I would imagine to be like kind of a boardroom or situation room where you're trying to figure out what your next plan of attack is. You could, you know, set up a nice little bar in here for you and the crew to unwind and relax after a long day. Tunneling below the ground, have your 4 container hubs here. I love the voxel work here with that. I think that's white luminescent glass that just kind of accents it a little bit rather than just slapping the container hubs up there. Container hubs do act as the center of gravity for the ship. So without flying this thing full, I don't know how that's going to handle. But if I know anything about the way this ship is put together, I'm thinking it's not an issue. This I wish was a little bit more legible in terms of what you could, see on here. It looks like that we've got tier 1 through tier 5 ores all listed out. I'm not sure what the, maybe that's what they break down to or what you can get out of them. But it's a really cool shot here. I'm not sure how we could make that a little bit more legible. Let's go over here where we have the warp drive, kind of voxeled in there with some rings, really pretty. You can jump up on top of that medium core anti-grav unit if you wanted. But let's take a look here. Now we've got the left side fuel tanks. 6 atmospheric and 3 space. Let's go over here. There's more. No, because we have all of those engines and boosters sucking space and atmospheric fuel in. The fuel tanks can be accessed by running down the corridor behind the cargo unit, or cargo bay rather. So let's let me scoot through here real quick and then just jump over to the other side. There's one on this side up front, and then the rest down the run here. That said, let's bounce back out to the cargo bay and look down that. Holy moly, beautiful. Running up and in, down the cargo bay. We've seen over there, we've seen over here. Let's take a walk up. Look, elevator to the bridge. Nice and identified. Looks like we have a restroom here. Some proper seats. Let's take a sit. And okay, now that we've got that out of the way, let's jump back up. Got 3 commodes, 2 sinks, and a shower. So depending on the size of your crew, is that going to be enough? I don't know. The bridge is to the left, but if you're wondering where all those pulsars are, there they are. They line the hallway going down to the medical bay. And the medical bay is freaking cool, dude. You've got your little infirmary bed, like human anatomy, medical files, this cool graphic, body scan, your heart rate. And I mean, this is just cool, all the detail. VR, pod there, but here's your res node and the VR pod, or excuse me, VR pad there, in case you want to let people into it. I mean, talk about cool, right? So let's scoot down the hallway here and go to the bridge. Actually, what's back here? We got some crew quarters, some more. Here's your core. You could probably voxel that in a little bit more for security. And yeah, some more kind of like pseudo locker areas back here. Voxel work is just stellar. It's subtle. It's well put together. It's beautiful. So here, let's get on the pad, and we're gonna go up to the bridge. So now we are where the business happens. You've got your co-pilot chairs over here to look out. Beautiful artwork. We have another, well, we'll get back to that. Let's go back to that here in just a minute. Got our ship status, fuel status screens, cool artwork up here. I'm not sure what that is, if that's just like a transparent piece of glass with some art on it. I got Chewie and Hans. Love it. And here we go. Let's go up to the captain's bridge, where few are allowed to go. Co-pilot, commander seats rather, and then here's the captain's chair, where we do have that was what do you call it, formatted a little differently here a little bit ago when I was up. Why did that change, I wonder? That's strange. Huh. Well, there's your warp cell estimation. I've never personally been able to get it to work, so I kind of disregard it myself. But here we go. Let's go outside of the bridge to your personal like landing pad. If you have like a small warp shuttle that you want to stick on top of here and have available for scooting back real quick. There's no hatch up top here, but you can get up top by just doing what I just did there off to the side. But let's take a look down the front of this thing. I mean, the scale of this is absolutely massive. Someone's taken off. See you later. So this ship is going to be, so 9 of them have already been sold as far as the blueprints go. And only 10 are ever going to be allowed to be in existence. So the blueprint is actually the thing being auctioned off, and that's going to be done through the Zenith's Discord. And I'll have a link to that in the description. So make sure you pay attention to updates from there. You're not going to want to miss this thing. There may be, I don't know, something done where if the auction price goes high enough, they just, deploy the token and call it good. But get ready to break out your wallet to get your hands on this thing, because I know there's quite a few people that are going to be interested in this. But again, pay attention to that Discord. They'll have all the details. Creator was kind enough to even offer me the ability to fly this thing. Not that I wanted to turn him down, but at the same time, I don't want to have to repair this damn thing if I if I pile drive it into Alioth or anywhere else, if I get a wild hair and decide to warp it somewhere. So it's not one of those things where you break it, you buy it, you break it, and then you got to spend an hour fixing everything. And I just didn't want that responsibility. So I apologize that there's no flight footage, but you can bet that it's going to be cool. It's going to draw the attention of anyone and everyone at the market. You're only going to be able to get this last one. So pay attention to that Discord, man. I'm very fortunate to be part of this video review of the Pioneer. The creator reached out to me direct and asked if I'd be interested in checking this out. So a lot of you have been asking, when am I going to review a quote unquote real ship? And I said, define real. And they said, large core. Well, you asked for it. You got it. Oh my God. I want it. Anyway, you can bet I'm going to be bidding on this thing. Hopefully I didn't leave anything out. If I did, I'm terribly sorry. You got to see this thing to really, truly appreciate the absolutely gorgeous engineering and voxel work that went into making this thing. So happy bidding. And man, I can't wait to see you guys break open your wallets. Oh, buddy. I hope you like that ship as much as I had fun making this review. It's absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to bid on it. I hope you all are going to as well. You're going to need to break out your wallet and get ready to crush someone with it, because I have a feeling that this thing is going to sell for a pretty penny, and rightfully so. Anyway, link to the DU's creators website is in the description below. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. And you better act quick on this, because if you don't, just like Kaiser Soze, he's gone. See you next time. Fly dangerous.